In today's webinar, we will be discussing intercom systems. My name is Michael Caballero. I am the product specialist and training manager here at ICRealtime, and let's get started. Intercom Systems is the first solution from ICRealtime that's not entirely surveillance-based. The Intercom System series includes two types of devices: an external camera, which is a VTO, as well as an internal 7-inch monitor, which is a VTH. In addition, the VTO device includes capabilities to integrate with magnetic door locks, access control interfaces, and gate systems, allowing remote door unlocking via the VTH device or the ICR client software. So as I mentioned, there's two different setups for our intercom systems. That's going to be our outdoor cameras, or our VTOs, and our indoor touch panels, which is our VTHs. This is one of our usual and highest selling outdoor cameras. This is the IHC6310. It's a residential outdoor video door station designed to work with our touchscreen indoor monitors. So this camera is equipped with a 1.3 megapixel color camera and a bright white lens to illuminate the scene at nighttime. The outdoor unit delivers a crystal clear two-way audio so that you can hear the visitor from the unit, and you can have remote door unlock when used with the built-in access control module and a door strike that's not included. However, we are carrying door strikes at the moment, two different model door strikes that you can utilize with the outdoor camera station. Each outdoor video station is web configurable through a web interface and can be accessed and controlled over the network, both locally and remotely. The ICRealtime intercom system supports a group call function, which means one camera can contact multiple units throughout the home. These are our traditional indoor touch panels. This is the IHD7710Z. Now, both the door station and the indoor touch panels do come both in black and white. So the IHC6311 would be the white version, and here the D7711Z would be the white version of this touch panel. These indoor units display video and audio when someone activates the outdoor station and allows for instant communication with visitors. The indoor intercom unit also allows for doors to be unlocked by simply pressing a button on the touchscreen interface. These units feature group calling, and multiple indoor devices can be placed throughout the home or office for ease of use. The device also supports SD card storage and record visitor images and video. Now, a couple of things about these touch panels. These are generally wall mounted, but we have brought in a desktop mount as well. So if you require some of these for maybe a commercial install or a residential install where you need to desk mount these, we have a solution for that as well. Now, we do also have a solution for apartment outdoor camera station. This is the IHX-C1202B. It's a robust intercom solution for multi-room dwellings, both residential and small commercial applications. It features a large, easy-to-read panel for quick entry and communication with our line of indoor video comm interface panels. A black crystal glass, that front panel gives the C1202B a sleek, modern look suitable for varying applications. In addition, a metal wiring back box is available to manage connections behind the wall. So this is what you're going to use for apartment level solutions, as it has the ability to call multiple dwellings. These are another one of our indoor touch panels. This indoor intercom station makes client safety a priority. This functions very similar to the previous touch panel that I did show you, along with two-way audio so that visitors can be vetted before granted entry. It does have that snapshot and video function, and can communicate with other touch panels throughout either a residence or a commercial install. Now, we do have a specialty PoE switch that works only with these intercom systems. So let me explain this a bit. This is the IHS1030. This is a switch that works to provide power to not only the touch panels, but also the door stations. Now, something to keep in mind, this is a 6-port injector for the touch panels and the door station. One thing to keep in mind when it comes to these touch panels and door stations is that they only receive power from these specialty PoE switches. So if you use another switch, it will not power the door station or the touch panel. So you must use this specific switch when you need to PoE power both the door station and the touch panels. If you do not have this switch, you'll need to local power those devices. So it's important that you utilize this switch when utilizing PoE. Something to keep in mind here is this is a 6-port switch. So if you have a larger install than 6 devices, you're going to need another one of these switches if you're going to power those touch panels and those door stations. Again, this is the IHS1030. Now, some of the extra functionality that you're going to see from our other ICRealtime products is integration with our mobile software. So our mobile software integrates perfectly with the Intercom system. Here, you're going to have the ability to respond to the outdoor station from the mobile application. So what you'll have is the ability to receive a push notification, especially if you're using our paid application, ICRSS Pro. If you're using IRSS Pro, you'll have the ability to receive that push notification and then respond to that push notification with the array at the bottom of the software. You'll be able to not only speak from the software, you'll be able to hear anybody that's at the door station from the software, and you'll also be able to unlock a door which has a dry contact latch from that door station, all from the mobile application. You can do this both locally and remotely. Now, something else to keep in mind with all of our touch panels is that you have the ability to add in all of your cameras from your recorder or from your local area network onto the touch panel as well. So you can view those cameras along with your door station camera. You do also have the ability to view your door station camera and record video on the recorder, whether it be our DVR or our NVR. Once you run these back to your NVR, it'll act as another channel and allow you to view and record any activity from that door station as well. So it acts as a camera as well on your recorder. Now, you're also going to see this functionality for integration with our PC and Mac software. That would be Smart ICRSS 2.0. This is going to give you all of the same ability as the mobile application, along with some of the extra abilities as the ability to add door cards. So as you'll see further down the webinar, you do have the ability to use your usual 13.56 megahertz MyFair door cards, and you can create those door cards here on the software as well. Now, these are some of the locks that you have integration with when it comes to our door station. Our intercoms work with the Z-Wave line of locks and latches. These are some of the best locks and latches in our industry. Our intercom system also works with more common mag locks and dry contact latches. Now, most installers are using dry contact latches. You don't see much usage from mag locks in the industry as much anymore, but you have absolute functionality with dry contact latches, which you can get directly from ICRealtime.com. The software interface for the touch panel is simple to use. It's all on-screen touch display. One of the great things about our intercom systems from ICRealtime is that we can pre-configure these for all of your rooms that you want to add to the door station from multiple door stations, and we'll integrate them with the touch panels before they leave the factory. So you'll have everything integrated, and it will be a plug-and-play situation once you get them on site. Now, we do need a little bit of lead time when it comes to pre-configuring these. So the earlier you can get the information that you want, including IP addresses and room names, we can pre-configure these. Generally, it's about 5 days in advance before we can, or 5 days lead time before we can pre-configure these and send them out to you. So these are going to be your MyFair cards. These are NFC smart cards. So these you can get, they're readily available on the internet from Amazon, from eBay. They're fairly inexpensive. Again, they are the 13.56 megahertz cards. MyFair cards, and you can also use the MyFair key fobs as well. Those also will function with these door stations here. And you have the ability to add and delete your cards from either the software interface or the web interface for the door station. The door station is going to have its own web interface that's going to allow you to pre-configure the door stations as well as issue cards from that door station as well, as you can see on screen. Now, here is going to be a few setup options on how these are configured. These are a little bit earlier setup options. In the last 6 to 12 months, we've gone ahead and added in the functionality for the IH-S1030 to power by PoE that IH-6310 or 6311. But what you see here is you have your network connection, your router that leads out to the internet. You're going to run that back to that switch, or maybe a main switch that then you'll run to multiple IH-S1030 switches. That IH-S1030 will power both the intercom and the door station. As you can see there, you can also local power that door station as well, along with the intercom. That's going to give you both local and remote access to the door station, which is going to, again, allow you for communication for anybody who's at the front door, both locally and remotely, and the ability to allow access to anybody who's at that door station if you have a latch integrated both locally and remotely. Now, what you'll see here is a few different versions of an install. So this one here is if you don't have the S1030 switch integrated, you can simply run both those Ethernet connections from both the door station and the touch panel directly back to a switch or a router, and then local power both those devices if you are not using an S1030. On the bottom, you're going to see where if you have just a simple local connection with no network, you can run the C6310 or 11 directly to the 7710 or 11Z direct to devices, and then again local power those devices, so no network required. Both those devices can communicate directly to each other. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on today's ICRealtime webinar. My name is Michael Caballero. I'm the product specialist here at ICRealtime, and have a fantastic weekend.